Thank you for joining us. I'm Kelly Dack with Real Time with IPC. Joining me today is David Wolf from CAD Inc.
Welcome, Kelly. Welcome to our booth.
Yes. Tell us about CAD Inc. and what you're all about today.
Okay, Conductor Analysis Technology is a small private company involved in working with the electronic interconnect industry, helping to assess the process capabilities of printed wiring board fabricators, both rigid boards and flexible circuits.
Okay.
And what we are displaying here today is a joint effort between IPC and CAD Inc. in creating an industry database to help understand the limits, the process limits of our board fabricators, so that the consumers of the boards, which could be a designer,
okay,
anybody who purchases boards or assembles boards, can access this information of comparative information, not what the suppliers say they can do, but what they can actually demonstrate.
And this how does it all work?
We work with a standardized set of test panels. We have 18 standardized designs, so we can cover the very simple technologies of a 2-layer board to the very complex thick boards, 24 layers, high-density interconnect structures down to 50-micron feature sizes. With that broad range of standardized designs, we can cover the full span of industry requirements.
Do you have one of those we could look at?
I have one available here. This is a very typical form factor. It's an 18 by 24 test panel, which is a very common process panel size. On this panel we have a series of test coupons or test modules, and these fall into 5 broad categories: conductor formation, via formation, via registration, solder mask registration, and then our 5th one is the impedance structures.
Okay,
so we're looking at the fundamental process capabilities. If a board fabricator has difficulty doing the basics, forget about anything that's complex.
Wow. What is done with the analysis once it's done? How is it processed, and what typically happens after the data's
we get the panels
analyzed? Yeah.
Well, each supplier sends us 15 process panels, a total of 15 panels built in 3 groups of 5, separated by an intentional break in the process, so that we can not only see the panel-to-panel variation, but if there is a lot-to-lot variation. In real life, they don't build all the panels at one time. They're built over a time span. So we're looking for variation. That's really what we're looking at. All of our data is simply collected through electrical measurements, whether it's a continuity test, a precision resistance measurement, or in the case of the impedance structures, it would be a time domain reflectometry measurement. All electrical. We do no mechanical measurements. That's part of our technology, is assessing that information through electrical measurements, and then our analysis software helps us digest that information and publish a 125-page analysis report, which gives you all of the gritty, nitty detail of where the break points are in the process. It is a benchmarking tool. It's not a pass-fail.
Okay. And how is IPC and other standards involved in the
database is unique to the industry in that this is, I believe, the first working partnership between a standards organization and a for-profit small company. It's a joint effort. It's a true partnership. We each have our individual tasks that we're responsible for. IPC is part of the standards structure. We do have a committee and a standard.
Okay.
D36 is the operating committee. Okay. IPC-9151 is the operating standard. So this is underneath the standard structure. CAD Inc. brings to the table the expertise of designing the panels, our expertise of how we analyze the data and report the data. So it's a true working partnership. We are the technology and the program management part of it, and the sales and marketing. IPC takes care of the standards part, and because it is a subscription-based database, in other words, there's an access fee.
Sure.
They take care of the administration of collecting of those fees and the license agreements. So it's been an interesting run. We, believe it or not, we're in approaching our 9th year. The go-ahead, the approval was gained at IPC back in the fall of 2000.
Wow. Excellent.
And if anybody's ever worked on an IPC committee, within 1 year we had the standard, we had the designs, we had panels built, data collected, and posted in the database. And I've never worked on a committee that's worked within a 12-month time frame from approval to product at the end.
It sounds like you've come up with a winning solution.
So. It's interesting. There's been good reception. We are constantly updating our standardized designs. In fact, the committee meeting this week, we've approved adding 2 new test coupons, a CAF coupon and an enhanced VIA reliability coupon to help us gather more information from the database, or for the database.
Okay, excellent, David. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you.
With me has been David Wolf from CAT Inc. I'm Kelly Dack for Real Time with IPC.